Good afternoon and welcome here to Farmboek. We're at SeedCo and we're talking to Dr. John, and he's quickly going to give us an overview of the company and what they're all about and what their future plans are here, especially in Zimbabwe. So without further ado, let's have a talk to Dr. John. John, welcome to Farmboek and thank you for talking to us.
Yes, thank you very much, and welcome to SeedCo. Really, our mission is to breed, to seed and to feed Africa, and also to live in Africa. And our vision really is to dominate the seed industry in Africa, the seed industry in Zimbabwe, and we are doing just that. We are breeding climate smart varieties in maize, in soybean, in wheat, and also vegetables. But we don't forget, the climate smart small grain crops. We are also doing some research in those, and we do have a number of varieties in that categories. We believe that climate change is a reality and we need to adapt so that we can feed the population, the growing population. For example, in Zimbabwe, the population is growing at the rate of 2.4% per year.
That's quite a lot.
And so it means that those extra mouths needs to be fed, and to be fed by the farmer. So we need to make sure that the farmer is productive. We need to make sure that the farmer has got the right information, the right seed varieties, and so on and so on. But otherwise, there are two key fundamentals with regards to issues to improving crop productivity. So you are looking at the right seed variety and also the adoption of good agronomic practices. Those are the two key fundamentals with regards to improving and sustainably increasing crop productivity in Zimbabwe and also in Africa. But then, with regards to issues around, adoption of good agronomic practices, there are actually 11 keys to the successful adoption of good agronomic practices. And we always recommend that farmers should always start with a well-conditioned soil. With regards to pH, pH must be in the zone of 5.5 to 6.5 on a calcium chloride scale. You should always start with a well-prepared seedbed. Weed control, pest control is very, very critical and is one of the keys to successful adoption of good agronomic practices. But otherwise, if we fail to control weeds, for example in maize, then in the first 5 weeks of the maize crop cycle, then more than 50% of the yield is gone. If you fail to control rhodiola, for example, then 57% to 80% of the yield is gone. So we always teach farmers, we don't just sell seed, we don't just dump seed to the farmers. We follow it up with the much needed technical support, because we believe that the information bit is a missing link in our African agriculture, and we try to complement what the government is doing through agri-tech by providing the much needed technical information.
So if I understand you correctly, you're sending your agronomists out into the field and they are actually helping the farmers and they are helping them grow their crops.
Exactly. Through all the stages of crop production, we send our agronomists. We do have a technically aware team of agronomists. We have 21 agronomists, by the way, covering the whole of Zimbabwe. And they assist farmers step by step, with regards to land preparation issues, soil sampling, the spacing, the population density management, fertilizer regime management, the recommendations, and so on and so on. Because we believe that when farmer yields grow, our business grows too.
Exactly.
So really we try to invest in our farmers so that next year they come smiling to us, they come to buy again from us smiling. But we need to make sure that they are viable, they are profitable, and also more importantly they are productive. Because you'll find that, because at the moment we are recommending farmers to take farming as a business. But to do that, there are basically 3 legs which farmers need to take charge of. So, and which talks or which revolves around the taking farming as a business bit. So what we are saying is that there is the input price, which unfortunately a farmer has no control over. Then the third leg is the output price, which unfortunately again a farmer has no control over. But the middle leg now, fortunately, is productivity. A farmer has got control over productivity. So you can be able to manipulate the first leg and the third leg by improving productivity. So once you improve productivity, then the cost of producing, say, a ton of maize, a ton of soybean, a ton of sugar bean, and so on and so on, a ton of produce basically, it goes down. And then what happens to your value wage, to your margins? It will widen up. So that's the sweeter news for the farmers. So we are saying there are 2 key fundamentals to that, to improve and sustainably improve crop productivity. Number 1, start with the right seed variety, and then number 2, adopt good agronomic practices.
Now, John, thank you very much for talking to us. I really appreciate it, and I hope to talk more to you in the future, and maybe we even work together in making Zimbabwe agricultural pillar in for the rest of Africa.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. And another green revolution in Africa, in Zimbabwe, is imminent. is there, but we just need to do the right things, adoption of good agronomic practices, and it also starts with the right seed. But also at the same time, taking farming as a business, farmers need to have what we call crop diversity, have a number of different income streams, because you cannot have a smoothly run farming enterprise without having several income streams to supplement your major income per year. So it will lead to the smoothness or the smooth running of the farming enterprise.
You need to plant more than once.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. Appreciate your effort.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Okay, Farmboek, there you've got it. Dr. John, learn exactly what practices you need before you start farming. And if you're already farming, make sure you come to SeedCo and talk to them about how they can help you when you plant and how they can assist you in using the right technology. Until next time, cheers.